Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and this is our playthrough on Timberborn in San Fran, Beaver. The perfect town where nothing goes wrong and everybody loves what they do. We left off last time. We're trying to build these giant mega structures. Let's highlight one. There you go. These giant mega structures so we can expand our aqueduct system. And so we left off last time. We're kind of having a little bit of a log problem. And I went and did all this beautiful forestry work. And I've gone and dotted down a few extra lumber camps here and there. The problem is, however, is that I hadn't set any of it for cutting. Thank you very much for the comments on that one. It's something I always forget to do. And so I've now gone and marked it all for cutting. So hopefully, in this episode, we're going to see our logging industry slightly turn around. Now, we are missing 9 beavers from jobs, but that's about to jump back up to 10 once we finish building this lumber. Oh, no, we've stopped on 93%. We've had enough, quite frankly. There you go. Oh, that's actually dropped up to 11. Wow, it took 2 people for 1 lumber mill. Who knew? But no, that was obviously because of another job. But hopefully, look at that. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it all shoot up. That's the most logs we're ever going to have ever again. And other than that, everything's looking fine. I mean, we've yes, admittedly, we've got a bad tide approaching. But honestly, who cares? We've got that much water, and it seems to be doing that well that... yeah, who cares? So we're just going to keep building, quite frankly. Now we're getting some logs in. Those are going to be absolutely destroyed. They're going to be going out as fast as I can get them in. Because we have all of this construction to get done. And, of course, with this construction... oh, we're a little bit far. Oh, no, then again, we should be able to build across from here. And then keep going down into that. Because obviously once... no, not the path. That. Yep, once that's built, we'll be able to keep going across. And I am very happy because we've started to get into the dirt part of this aqueduct. Which is also going to be massive because that obviously doesn't take any logs. And we have... where's it gone? 1.6 thousand dirt. So all of this as well is going to continue to be built up. I have pathed it now. Again, I always forget to do things like pathing as well. And so all of this is going to be built up. What I do actually need to do is figure out exactly what the input exactly is going to be. Now, to kind of do that, I sort of also need to build from the output on this side as well. I think we can finish building this up. I've got logs. I'm so happy. I'm just going to tell them to keep using them. That could, of course, be a very bad idea. I'm sure some of this will start to struggle again after a little while. But hey, use those logs. Use those logs like crazy. So, and then what we need to do is... so if that's the input, that's also going to be the output level. And I kind of need to come off to the side and then I'm going to say straight across because I need to avoid my wind farm area. And I also ideally... although, no, I can just go above these. I mean, they're that far down. So that's actually not any form of problem. And what I'm going to go and do as well, simply kind of because I can, I am going to... oh, I say that? No, if I attempt... the problem is with the uprights, especially if I put the uprights in the middle of here, I have to, of course, get access to them, which is a bit of a problem. What I'm going to do... right, let's see if we can do this smart. Let's not work hard, let's work smart. Let us, for a start, of course, we want platforms. Well, I say for a start, I want to see where I can put them, more to the point. So that's where we want to go, basically on this corner. That's fine. And, of course, we want to go 3 wide. So we're going to go grab some dirt blocks. Let's turn those around. And then the question is, how high do we want to go? I think that's about right. Nope, that's about right. That's about right. Okay, so that's how high we want to go. And then we need to do the same thing here. All the way up. This is, of course, once again, so this is going to save us on some logs. It's potentially a tiny bit slower because I understand it's 1 unit by 1 unit as opposed to 1 giant bit of scaffold. But like I said, it's going to save us on those logs and be a massive help in the long run. I have actually gone 1 too high on that, realizing it. Because, of course, this is the level of the input, so to say, not the output. And so what that's going to go and mean is 3. Oh, what are we going down? A nice autosave there. We do love that. And probably going out by a full set before we get to the turn as well. That's going to have me coming down into about here. So yeah, that's about right. And then, so what we then need to do is coming off here, we need to go and get some more dirt blocks. And that goes up to there. Confirmed. And so this comes up there. Let's go and actually make this so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and that builds it up to the level. And now what I want to do... Now I could... make a lovely 3x3 square and then keep things going across. I could, of course, in essence, come 1 backwards, which would mean a little bit of jiggery-pokery actually down this side, I think. You know what I'm going to do is I am, in fact, going to go for a lovely 3x3 all the way up. And then what that means is that we want to come and grab one of these structures. It's going to go 1 shy of the end. No, wait. 2 shy of the end. If that works out, I can use that. What that means is that that's going to go and be my next upright. Gotta love placing some pillars. I think that's technically 1 short, because then what we want to go and do is build those there and then build those there. Absolutely beautiful. Right, so that's the beginning of our next aqueduct, and that should come in... Actually, that comes in 1 taller than I've currently got. That's okay. And coming back to here, yep, the aqueduct is coming along. We've built another platform, so now we should be moving across a little bit as well. Oh, no, wait, sorry, I lied. We haven't built another platform. It's still in the works. It is in range. Of course, we're having to come around and build all this as well. That's okay, that's okay. Look, we have logs, ladies and gentlemen. That's the most important thing. 290 logs. That means our plank and gear industry are also not going to be in failure mode. We have 319 metal blocks. So we are, however, running out of scrap metal. Only a couple of hundred of that left. So that could honestly cause me my biggest problem. So what I think it is important to do... Now, we do have the treated planks, we do have the gears, and we do now have the logs. What I'm going to go and do is... I'm going to go and get this placed down, and I'm actually going to get it built. Now, it does take away from... I'm going to put it on and just put it down to one person for now. I am going to pause it basically once it's built, but I want to guarantee that this does exist and can take over the slack of scrap metal once this has disappeared. So that my metal industry does not fail, because without metal, all of this is pretty much pointless. It is too far from a new district. See, I forget the pathing, ladies and gentlemen. Happens every time. Which is probably why none of this has been built any further than it currently is. Now, I don't know exactly. I don't think my builders have been having a day off, because they've got so much other things to build. But, there you go. It's now back in range. Let's just say that yes, there is plenty to get done. And then we will also need to... I cannot wait for update 7, where I can do this with more dirt as opposed to levees. Okay, good. No, I didn't place anything in there. Buildings lack power. Oh, wow. Our power industry seems to be failing. That's interesting. It's all been perfectly fine, and we haven't... I suppose I've built another smelter and maybe turned on my explosives factory. I guess that's gone and made the difference. Which means that we actually need to take a quick pause in what we're doing and go ahead and increase our wind farm area. Now, to go ahead and do this... Yep, I should be able to build down to here. Straight to vertical power shaft. Not been unlocked yet, but I don't actually need that one yet. I need this. And I need it to face there. And then I need this. And I need it to face there. And I need for that to also be a priority. Once, of course, let's turn down that priority. Let's still keep it up there. Let's turn it down. This can take priority. And coming off that, we need to actually build us an actual power building. I need to get rid of my marker first. And then let's get that put in there. And let's get a little bit more power into the network, so to say. Too far from a district and cannot be built. Of course, because I have a random set of stairs that goes nowhere. That's not going to do anybody any good. Let's go and... Of course, let's go and build ourselves a ladder. If I'd had a ladder to begin with, we wouldn't have had any problems. Make you a priority as well. Right, so that will help with the power industry. I mean, there you go. Look, it's all pretty much being fully charged again now. Maybe the problem is I actually just need another battery, which can also be looked at. We very much have space to expand. That will not be a problem. How are we doing up here? 50% built on the mine, so that's going very nicely. Okay, and that's what's admittedly taking most of our resources, but look at that. 688 logs. I think we've gone and solved that problem. I think the next problem we will be getting will be metal, which we're getting ready for the future, basically. So with this, again... So we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Oh no. Oh gosh darn it. I slightly messed that up, didn't I? Because I am going to come in over that. That's fine. We can easily solve that problem. Oh gosh darn it indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We are simply going to go one short. And then build over it. Are we high enough yet? Perfect. So then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should be here. Keep putting these down. How high did I get? Ah, I went too far. Want to get rid of 2 levels, I think. Go and trim that tower down. Yep, that's the right one. And then let's go and grab our platforms. And what do I need? I need this one, I think. Sold. Yeah, and what's the bet? I need to place a platform exactly where these are as well. So it looks like we're going to be doing roughly the same again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, exactly where that is. So we will once again... Let's come short. Too high. And then... Wow, this is a really short one. No. The smallest you can make. Just so that we do not interrupt it whatsoever. And then... I think... on this last one, potentially, we will have to build some scaffold. Or we just move our path one across. Let's simply... although, hang on. Stage 1. Mark these 2 for demolition, because they're in the way. Then... beautiful. Yeah. That works. All right then. And then let's place some more terrain blocks. Then a couple more levees. All right, that will get us joined to our 3rd aqueduct. Now, of course, we need to get all of this put down and levied and covered up and pressurized and etc., etc. But that's in essence what it looks like for now. Now, how are we doing? Aha! No goods have been selected. That's fine. We're going to go and pause you now. We do want to make scrap metal with you, though. Okay, you 3 guys. unfortunately out of jobs. That's a bit of a shame. Put 4 guys in you. No available workers in district. That will change. And we can very much actually go and get a couple of extra workers as well, because we are running a little bit low. Not terribly, but a little bit. And it's not like we particularly have water or food worries. A couple of extra workers would not go amiss. And the question is do I build... I mean, ideally, there are going to be more houses up here eventually. How do I go about doing it? Now, there is the million-dollar question, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to put a district crossing in here. Or maybe just here. I'm going to put a water pump, connect into this district from the center into there, basically. Which means I want to mark that for demolition. Someone should come along very shortly, I would like to think, although it is in fact nighttime. They usually come along and remove things quite fast, because what I'm going to do, I'm thinking, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to put a water tank here for now, and it's going to start to fill up, basically. Because we, in general, make some water. I can, of course, go and turn on a few more of these pumps once the bad tide's over. And, as I said, we generally do make water. So, yeah, there is that. And then with that filling up, that in essence will get us a full water tank ready for the next district, which will be fantastic. And then what I'm thinking something crazy here. I'm thinking like some kind of housing district in here, right in the middle. Obviously, then the district center up here with the mining platform. But I am thinking something crazy with some kind of floating housing complex coming right off here. Haven't quite figured it out yet. I'm gonna keep thinking about it for a minute. But that's what I am thinking. Now, what do I exactly have selected? That bit by there, which cannot be built. Like, what have I gone and messed up now? Yes, we're gonna keep that. Being built. Let's go and circle that round so this can continue to be built, because I'm pretty sure too far from a district cannot be reached by builders. Right, so there's a disconnect here somewhere. Okay, we get up to these stairs, but then we don't get into these stairs. Oh, because I've been an idiot. There you go. I put the ladder on the wrong side. It doesn't work out very well, does it? Well, that's now fixed. That's now going to start to be built. We've got another windmill here. These guys seem to be holding up. What we want to go and do as well, which will eventually get built, but not too fast, because you can build from as high as you can possibly get. Let's go and also place another gravity battery just here. It will connect to the others. It will be able to be built once we've basically built the aqueduct above it. And we'll get another battery in there. Same power levels as this one, so a nice 12,000 power. And like I said, we'll be able to get that in once that is once that's up and running. All right, so, and yes, those have been moved out. So let's go and grab ourselves a giant water tank just in here. That will be for water. And let's go and call you a priority as well. That won't take very long to build. We have so many builders, it's ridiculous. And then what I'm thinking, yes, we only have 97 scrap. Oh, we just gone and lost a beaver to injury straight from the mine. That does take gears and, oh, treated planks. Now there's a point. I did turn that on. Go and turn the other one back on. And I wonder how our pine resin's going to hold up as well. We don't have too much being collected. But we'll see how that holds up. As you can see, everything is kind of coming along. Nice. Oh, look at that. We've got a... Well, I think we had that anyway. We've got a full stretch. We have almost made it all the way back to the front. I like how we've kind of jumped ahead and started building this corner first. Okay, we'll have this wall put up soon as well. It'll be fantastic. And then we'll continue with this. We've got half of this aqueduct built up. Oh. Don't blow those two up. So we've got half of this aqueduct built. Or reservoir, I should say. Sorry, the aqueduct is this piece, which is very much not built. So look at that. We are starting to go back and fill in some of the gaps. Which means now that some of these bits can be built up. Still too far. Oh, that's a shame. None of this is, however. And 1.4 thousand logs. We definitely solved our logging industry problem. I'm in fact so confident. I'm going to go and pause this lumberjack. And he can go and do something else. Because we are 14 beavers short of happy beaver families. And the water is going down. Still 5 days left. That's quite a few. That's probably as well, though, because we are starting to fill this up. Yes, water levels are receding. That's fine. We don't rely on this water for anything other than drinking water. Let's go and take off these 3 scavenger flags. Scrap metal is slowly decreasing. We very 17 beavers down. How many injured beavers do we have? 15. Wow, our medical facilities cannot cope any longer. I believe we have 10 beds without me recounting them all. And so we need some more hospital beds, quite frankly. Let us go and well-being, medical beds. And let's go and mark all of those as the morning's priority. Because that will hopefully help get my beavers back on their feet a little bit faster. Because obviously if they can't get into a bed, they are not getting themselves healed. There you go. Well, we're down to 12 already. I don't think that's because I just went and built those beds. But we're down to 12 already, and I will take that. Okay, everything is being built and coming along very, very nicely. And so, yes, the plans for this next district. Now, like I said, I'm kind of feeling a little bit of a floating district. A little bit of a floating housing complex, if I'm perfectly honest with you. What I'm thinking is... So obviously houses are too deep and then I need a path. So if I was to go and do that... And that. So I would, in essence, link that straight into there. And then... where's my housing? Get 3 lovely houses. Up here. Now that's what I'm feeling. We have our water coming up. That's fantastic. We, of course, will need food as well. So why don't we? I mean, all of our food is full and staying that way. So how about we go and build ourselves a couple of warehouses. Now again, with the power of ladders, not quite the power of Grayskull, just the power of ladders. I think we can go ahead and make this work. Now, I need the ladders, yes, to be on either the left or right, so that they can still get access. Then let's have carrots. Let's have berries. Let's have bread. And let's have... I wanted to say sunflower seeds if I can find them. Sunflower seeds? Sunflower seeds. And let's start stockpiling some food up here as well, because why not? Let's go and make all of this a priority. Let's get this little storage area up and running. And then... I believe... yes, that works out perfectly. So what we can go and do... now, I could have, in fact, just built this with dirt as opposed to scaffolding. I'm going to go and build the other side with dirt. It won't quite match, but I'm okay with that. Mostly. How far? I think that's as far as I need to go. Yes, it is. And that will, in essence, connect that. And that does also act as well, give me another bridge through for any beavers that need to go that way afterwards as well. Yep, that's because that's not been built. That's fine. We'll get there. Scrap metal just about holding on, as always. Oh, we are down 18 beavers down, 13 injured. Unconnected building, we're sorting that out. Building lacks workers. We will be sorting that out as well. Now this is built, and so we have a higher storage of water. Once these are fully connected and we get a decent storage of food over here, I will be looking to basically probably do the separation and get... well, I'll probably fill up these houses. So in essence, I've got a nice split of beavers. Then I'll do the separation, and we will look to get this area up and running. Now, on top of that, we will need storage, but this is no priority on it whatsoever. We will upgrade that storage to that. We could also do with probably... I don't need a huge storage, but would it really hurt? Logs. Timber. Gears don't come in this. So that will be scrap metal. That will be planks. That will be logs. No, wait, have I said logs? No, scrap, planks, and logs. Yes, that'll do for now. Oh, we are almost out of scrap metal. Yeah, these storages aren't a priority. I'm just kind of future planning. I mean, they're currently last in the build order. Unless, of course, anything else gets interrupted. How are we doing? You can still be reached, and you can still be reached. That's fantastic. Right, so everything can still be reached. Over here, we are starting to put down our overhangs. Planks. I have 1.6k, so that's not an issue whatsoever. Metal blocks, like I said, are going to be the next thing that stops us. But with all of this dirt coming in, we should be okay. And plus, you know, again, my water, it's holding up, so it's okay. I'm going to go and turn our berry gatherer back on. At least we would if we weren't missing 23 workers. Now, we keep missing workers because we keep building more and more buildings, naturally. Although, do I? No, not really. I haven't actually built anything that takes workers. I have 5 empty beds. I mean, I have, my capacity is about 100. So yeah, no, that's about right. Why do I have, oh yes, it's because I have so many injured beavers, really. 11 injured beavers. That is the advantage of bots, quite frankly. So yes, we need a surplus pool of beavers, quite frankly. Okay, that is being built, so that'll be connected soon enough. We are getting some carrots up here. Our farms are basically coming back to life. And fantastic, that is now not spilling out over the farm. So the sunflower seeds are able to grow once more. Nope, that was a lie, because that is in fact open. What I'm... yeah, it doesn't really matter what I do, because even if I build this really long, it means the water would in fact eventually fall off down this direction. I would have to get it all the way up to here to be able to solve my problem, which, yeah, not quite going to be able to do, unfortunately. Not at this stage. Open that right up. Let's have more flow coming this way than this way, because that's just a bit of a waste. We've got this to fill up. It's almost empty. And fill up it shall. Get that flowing. Yep, our 2 little pools of bad water. That's all contained going off the map that way. And yeah, so our next thing is we just need more beavers. Which, with all of these now connected, all of our food sources, or food storages, I should say, now increased. We can really start getting things going. Now, we definitely have logs, we definitely have wheat flour, and none of those are a problem in the slightest. So we can definitely go and grab another bakery. Now, I say I want to grab a bakery. This is ideally all for powered buildings. And so I'm going to go and squeeze a bakery in somewhere. It looks a bit messy, doesn't it? I will... Now let's go and place you up there. Not the tidiest place. And right, let's potentially as well go and prioritize some buildings. I think for now we've very much stopped with explosives. That can be turned off. We're not building anything else there. Dirt extraction. Let's keep the dirt extraction up. We are very much using dirt in future projects. Let's not take the pedal, lift off the pedal at all. We've still only got 2 people doing it. Now, in terms of this, let's go ahead and pause 1 smelter. We don't really have the scrap metal to support it anyway. Then, because I'm pretty sure even if they stand in there completely idle, they will probably... Let's go and pause that. I'm sure... where's my extract? 309. I don't think we're using extract for anything. Not now that our explosive factory's turned off. So there's 2 more people back as well. No recipe selected. Make me some bread. Let us... What else have we got? I think that's most of our industry. Definitely need the tapper shack now because now we're actually using our pine resin, and of course that is struggling, as you'd potentially expect. What we're going to go and do is... Oh, that is in fact turned off. But then there's a point as well. Surely it can't be because they don't have trees with pine resin, because we have all these trees with pine resin. No, he actually can't reach these trees because I've gone and blocked off this access. Well, that's unfortunate. What would happen if I were to... build that there. And then... build that there. Path it all up. Call these 2 number 1 priority. Of course, not that it really makes a difference, but path that up too. Nothing to do in range. That's alright, we'll get that sorted very shortly. And beautiful, he can now reach them. So maybe that'll in fact sort out our pine resin problem already. We are missing 1 worker. We have 6 injured beavers. We have 8 flooded buildings, mind you. So when they decide to unflood, that is all because you are going mental. Let's go and block that off a little bit, and this should, in essence, calm down a little bit. Go and very much pull down that flow. Now, most of these are, in fact, that. So the only thing we're really missing... Oh, 5 workers. No, we've actually gone and hit all of these now. Flooded building 9. Oh, don't tell me nest. Now it hits this side. Hilarious. That will then eventually all equal itself out as well. No flooded buildings. Ah, we're missing 12 people. So no, not quite as good as hoped. Okay, so we're getting a nice stockpile of carrots by the look of things, and we are getting some berries. Our bread is increasing, and our sunflower seeds are also increasing. The bread hasn't made it past this side yet. That's all good. I'm going to take 1 more person off that. I'm going to keep them on in general because, for instance, an earthly cultivator takes 20k. But we do have 12k in the back pocket. So, you know, if we suddenly need to use some for something, we should be okay. And then here they are. Everything's being built very nicely. That's almost done. You... Nope, you're all good still. That's all good, that's all good. That's still being built up. Okay, and then what I'm going to go and do here... is something that won't exactly work. It'll work for now. That's what I'm going to say. No, We need more than that. Just go full size. That would allow us to start getting to here. And then if we can get to here, we can get to here. And if we can get to here... We can't get to here, but I've got another plan to help me keep going, basically. I did have what I thought was a great plan, but I've realized now it actually doesn't work because I need wider columns. But, yeah. Other than that, it's a great plan. And how are we looking back here? It is too far away. That is because simply you haven't continued to be built yet. That's because you are actually on the lowest priority, I do believe. Let's go and make you guys normal priority, to be honest. And let's actually see this aqueduct get finished. All that's built. Drought has started. That's not a problem. And so we're going to leave these to keep coming in for a little while longer. Then we're going to place our houses and expand. All the while... How the hell did he start building that? All the while, we are going to be gearing up, ready for what comes next. Now, I do need to get this up and running a bit better, but I do have 340 metal blocks in the tank, so to say, which is, as an example, 1, 2, 3, 30 odd of these. So, you know, we've got to... We could keep going for a little bit. We could probably finish this aqueduct if we so were able / wanted to. Let us... Now I don't have a logging problem. Let's go and finish this off. Now the question is, did I go and I did not go and impermeable floor this whole thing? Go and finish that up. Let's go and finish with this whole impermeable floor idea. And then let's also continue with this whole levee idea. And that will get us to our second aqueduct. And what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to turn things around compared to what they were before. Because this is, in fact, now my priority. I want all of this to become priority. And I think what I'm potentially doing here is... Okay, I've got most of that on the inside as priority. It's kind of hard to see it, so I may end up having a hole or two, but we'll have to simply find that out as it comes. And so with that there, then let's have a couple of levees here, which may as well also go priority. And then we want a whole set of overhangs. That's pretty much my 10 overhangs right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. Because wait, no, wait, 1 is 12, so 10 is 112. Ah, yeah, so no, sorry, I could have 30, couldn't I? But either way, this is most of my metal now accounted for. And then all of this. And then the last 2 bits will be this getting blocked off as well. Yes, we can reach all of it. Okay. And that will be, ladies and gentlemen, first part reservoir done and first part aqueduct done. Of course, when it's built. It's got a little wee while to go, but it is coming along nicely. All of the scaffolding's now up. All of the base aqueduct parts are up. And so we should start to get the rest of it in pretty quickly, which means we will then be working out of our next set of aqueduct. Now, what I'm going to go and do... Also, just before we leave, we have gone well over time. What can I say? These things do keep happening. Something that I need to do is... I need to build myself a down ladder just here. We need... Let's put the ladder against the wall. And then I need to finish automating this. I need all of this, and I may as well get rid of this part as well, to no longer exist. What that is going to do, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, let's make that highest priority. What that is going to allow me to do is to swap these for sluices. And once we have swapped these for sluices, I can set them up so that they help modulate this. I will basically set them to the same as that. Close above that downstream depth of, I'm going to say 0.65. I do believe this is set to 0.8. I will do the exact same thing here, which I kind of can't do at the moment because it will mean the exact, or the complete draining, I should say, of my reservoir. Let's go and close that. We are going to set this up to... Yes, that is all going to flood and lose me a whole load of water. That's okay. And set that all as priority as well. And then let's go and... That also has a high priority. Now these are all going to close above a downstream depth of 0.65. Is that what I believe I set the other one to? Yes, 0.65. And so that is going to go and regulate the water level exactly as it should. Now, this is all good because we've gone and closed this. This has unfortunately, however, gone and drained. So, we really actually do need to get this going. There you go. Auto, turn that on. Let's get all that flooding once more. So we hopefully... It doesn't look like we're going to have lost anything. The trees are very hardy. So they're not too much of a problem. Detonate all of that. And then that comes down to a 0.65. And what that will do is now this will be beautifully regulated. This will hold it in at 0.8. This will hold it in at 0.65. And so we now have a beautiful double controlled sluice. And of course, then yes, we are continuing to look at this. We are continuing to build our pressurized water system. Now, that looks like, yes, it's all been put down. The question is, how much of it did I manage to grab? I grabbed all of it. Fantastic. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, with all of those plans put in place and those few little improvements put down, we are going to end the episode there. When we come back, of course, we will continue to build the 3 reservoirs as they so stand. That is going to go up to a 0.65. That is the level we are working off. Yes, that is the level we are working off. So when we come back, we are going to finish this off, which is coming along beautifully, I'd like to say. And we are most probably going to look to build our houses. This is all coming along beautifully as well. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, as per always, that just leaves me to say thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you are enjoying it. Thank you all very much for your comments, your tips, your reminders, and everything else you put in below the videos on YouTube. They genuinely do help. Thanks to you guys, I've remembered to mark my trees for cutting, and it is the only reason that right now we have 900 and fluctuating logs. It's the only reason we basically have logs. And so, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and turn 2 more of those off. I don't think we need them. Until next time, until we see you again, wherever that may be, as per always, I hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.